have seen Agatha kill Annette. We think that Charles agreed with the commissioner to split the inheritance. That young ambitious idiot. You mean Charles or the commissioner? A bit of both. I believe he promised Martha some money as well, didn't he? Why did she act so stupidly then? She probably thought she was smarter than everyone else. Charles told her to disappear for a while, but instead she decided to pull something off. And when it didn't go as planned, she picked and did some really dumb things and blamed it all on the man who has forsaken her. He grinned at Frederick, who was peacefully drinking tea. Yes, I also made a mistake. So what did we do now? Everyone looked at you. What exactly do you intend to do, Agatha? Well, to find a solution to this problem, you say, for once. What problem? I am the one who wants to lock Charles up. This isn't your responsibility, Agatha. But why? You have been so much already. The three of you shouldn't have been involved in this at all. He looked at you, Alexander and Rachel. I am still not sure if your involvement was for better or worse. Nevertheless, I am grateful for the information you brought to light. But that is the end of that. Leave this to the police. We will find Charles and deal with him the proper way. Understood? Alexander crossed his arm on his chest and looked meaningfully at the detective. Powerless rage seemed to ooze from him in all directions. Rachel extended her hand to reassure him, but without even noticing that he approached you. Can we go then? Alexander prepares you. Yeah. Of course, Sam and I have a lot to discuss. And do keep in mind you are still prohibited from leaving the country. With a gloomy nod at the detectives, you left the room. Alexander paced round and round, having seemingly completely forgotten about him. You and Rachel quietly sat on the bed, trying not to so much as breathe in his direction. Finally he stopped and blinked in surprise. Girls, why are you still here? Well, you walking so confidently that we thought you were about to say or do something. He ran his fingers through his hair. I have nothing to say, It's infuriating that he is right. We have done a lot of stupid things and it is still unclear how this will turn out. Alexander, didn't you want to be the first to solve this case? Felt at that. Goodman already knew almost all the things we told him. He clenched his fist as he looked past you. Alexander, maybe it's time to stop pretending to be a detective. This won't bring your father back. He raised his hand, stopping her from continuing her sentence. This isn't the time to discuss this, Rachel. Please, not now. The girl glanced at you before leaning against your side, her arm wrapped around your waist, pulling you closer. Having noticing that, Alexander raised his eyebrow and then slowly exhaled. Rachel, did you do what to do? What to do? Tell the truth. Although it wasn't entirely her doing, it was completely my initiative, and he stopped you with an exhausting. Am I blaming you? Well, it seems like that you. It seemed. Did you say at any point that you have feelings for me? Did you say that you want to be with me? No? Then I don't have the right to say anything to you in that regard. He hesitated a bit before quietly adding, shame that. Without waiting for an answer, he turned his eyes to Rachel. If looks could kill, this would have been the last day in her life. Well then, at least now we don't have to hide anything from one another. Thanks for trying. Thanks for completely nullifying my efforts. Rachel menacingly frowned at him. What difference does it make? You're leaving soon anyway. Alexander, shoulders tensed up a little. What do you mean? The funeral is tomorrow. Frederick found what he was looking for. Goodman and Sam also sort of have this case figured out. The only thing left is to arrest Charles, and that will be that. Nothing's really holding you here. He slowly squatted in front of you, looking you in the eye. Nothing. And you suddenly felt yourself flush. Alexander doesn't want to leave the stage. There is one last thing I need to do, which is I need a rope, not too thick, preferably out of hemp. Do you have one around here? I guess. What for? He grinned, rising your chin with his fingertips. We're going to role play for a bit and tie you up. I am not a fan of this idea. He laughed, his warm breath tickling your cheeks. Wow, so bold, but don't get ahead of yourself. There's more to this. Do you remember how you barged into my room through the wall? That's not something you'll forget. You could have broken free from the belt, but you didn't. Why? What do you mean I could have? It was impossible. And why do you think that was? Because you're inexperienced. And that's terrible. What if next time you're going to be bound by someone less good-natured? good nature, then I am the Queen of England. I'll leave your snarky comments aside. I want to be able to sleep peacefully until I'm certain that you know how to get out of a bind. Allow me to conduct a little demonstration. Nothing more. You squinted at him and stood up. At the end of the day, he's right. I am clueless. I'll go fetch the rope. Half an hour later, when you returned, Rachel had already left. Where did Rachel go? She said she'd have no part in my perversion. Can I also have no part in them? Not a chance. Sit on the bed and get ready. He inspected the rope, grimaced, and approached you. First step, be in control of the process. If your hand or legs are being bound, tense them up as much as you can. First, if it's your chest that's being bound, take a deep breath. In case of wrist, cup your palms against each other. What about the feet? The coarse surface of the rope went down your shoulder, lightly scratching your skin. His shoulder pressed against your cheeks when he reached for your wrist. What to do? Tighten the muscle. You took a deep breath and suddenly tensed your muscle, resisting the rope. Good girl. One thing to note, though, you want to do it in the least noticeable way possible. He stood up and thoughtfully cocked his head to the side. Step 2. Try to untie or cut the rope on a nearby piece of furniture. If your chest is bound, try raising your arm to it to lift the knot. Under his supervision, you relaxed your hand and felt the tension from the rope ease up. The ends of the rope tickled your fingers. You grabbed onto them and slowly pulled them down. Good. Keep in mind, don't run away immediately. First, wait for the right moment to escape. Secondly, your muscles need some time to restore the blood flows. He clasped his fingers around the bicep of your right arm and gently squeezed, because otherwise running around will be tough as hell. Understood. Oh, and the most important thing, he landed over you again, reaching behind your back with his hands. You felt the already loose rope tighten around your wrist again. Don't get into a situation where you'd get tied up. If you're unlucky enough to come across a professional, you are gonna have a bad time. Alexander, show me then. I want to see this professional. I never claimed to be one, but you're acting like you are. You make up this overconfidence. You're the lack of actual skill. Don't sorry? Trying to understand why you're all bark and no bite. The rope gently slid in between your hands. You lift him away, knot after knot, making them higher and higher up. Sure you can handle it? His icy eyes met yours. With one leisurely motion, he pulled the rope from, pulling your forearm together. You tried to tighten your muscle when he suddenly pressed his lips against yours. With a sickle bite into the edge of his lower lip, he landed back and licked his lip. A drop of blood approached on it. You lost focus and relaxed your muscle. You desperately tensed up again, trying to ease the pressure of the rope on your forearm. Your muscle